So hello and welcome to a little effortless meditation. My name is Cherie and I'm based in Forbes on Wiradjuri country. And this is if you'd like just a little pause in your day, a little reset. My favourite way to just get back to what's important, especially if I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed or a bit restless. So it's winter here, beautiful July the 10th. So wherever you are, hopefully you can just find yourself a nice little comfy spot. I'm lucky that the sun's shining. But I know that comfort is a big part of meditating. So if it feels good to lie down, take a load off and lie down. If it feels good to sit up with some supports, cushions, whatever you like, blankie. And then we'll be here for around, I always say 20 minutes. Could be a little less, could be a little more. But whatever suits you, you get to choose. You don't have to stay for the whole time. How about that? So when you're ready, when it feels right for you, just taking in the space that you're in to begin. So with your eyes open and your senses alive and available, you might like to just start to firstly take in the room or the space if you're outside. And just slowly starting to move your head around. It's a bit of a cheeky one, this one. We're moving the head as well, and the neck and the body. And we're also just tuning in. So you might notice some finer details, a few cobwebs that you might not have noticed, dust, fingerprints. And just take your time settling in here. We're getting our bearings. And it might also feel nice just to move the body just very gently as you start this practice. So just noticing if you feel like a stretch or a yawn. If your body's been still for a while, you might like to stretch the arms and the hands out, even the fingers, just moving them a little, and the head, just drawing the chin down towards the chest, just a little reminder to the body that it's safe. And then you might feel comfortable to notice that the eyes start to soften or close down. If that doesn't feel safe and that doesn't feel right for you at this stage, don't worry about it. You just get to keep the eyes open. But it might help just to, some people even like to just drape a scarf over their eyes just to help lessen the distractions, I guess it is. And then wherever you've landed with that invitation, just to steady the body now and to slow things down a little if that feels comfortable. And beginning with the breath. So you might like to just start by noticing the breath. And that might be something that you haven't done much or chosen to do or even thought to do. But noticing the breath for me feels like maybe a hand on the chest. When you breathe in, we're not changing the breath at all. We're just simply noticing it coming and going. The body is able to do this beautiful breathing, this intuitive practice, movement and motion all by itself. And all we're choosing to do, if it feels right, is to notice. And maybe you place the hand on the chest and notice the chest rising and falling. Or maybe you don't notice much at all, and that's fine as well. You might even like to place another hand or the same hand over the top of your belly button in the abdomen area. And the hands are just there as a little guide. They're just there, touching softly on the body and noticing anything at all. So it might be movement, might not be a lot, might not be much to notice at all. Just giving ourselves a chance to pay attention. And this might be really tricky. You might be already thinking, whoa, this is way too quiet. This is way too steady and still, and that's fine. Just notice those thoughts coming into your mind. And as we notice the breath, it might be a chance just to check in also with any other sensations that are in the body or around the body. So you might, if your eyes are softened, you might choose to listen to sounds rather than just what you can see. So this might feel like a great chance just to hear the sounds if you've got anything going on outside your space, your area. Just noticing the sounds, even a little closer to home, so closer to you, maybe coming in now to the room or the space that you're in. There's nothing really we need to do once we've heard these sounds. It might even just be acknowledging that, oh yeah, that's the fan, or yep, that's the kids outside, or yep, they're the birds. Maybe there are some smells that you can notice. There might not be any. We're not trying too hard here. We're not giving this any effort, really. It's just if we notice something, we notice it, and if we don't, we don't. Might be even some textures of your clothing on your skin that you can sense here now. Maybe you've got a woolly jumper on and you can feel the texture underneath your hands or even where it touches your body. The socks on your feet. Maybe the temperature of the room. Just taking a chance to notice. This also brings in another opportunity to make yourself really comfortable. So if you need to change your position at all, if you're thinking to yourself, that's not great for me, acknowledging that and making any changes. So if it means you go and grab another cushion, just giving yourself that chance to really settle into this experience with all the comfort in the world. Maybe a chance just to notice any emotions that are coming up and how they present. You might be thinking, I don't have time for this. I'm feeling really frustrated. I'm impatient. Well, how does that feel in your body? Does it feel tight in your throat? Is there tension in your forehead? Tightness in your belly? If you're feeling something else, maybe you're feeling excitement and a sense of anticipation. And how does that come up? Is there tingling? Is there a warmth or a temperature change in your body? Maybe you're feeling sluggish and sad. Noticing how these emotions are and feel. And if you're not really feeling anything at all, just noticing that as well. There's nothing to try and create here. We don't need to bring anything in if it's not real. There's no test at the end of this. We don't have to share any of these experiences. So it's really just a chance to check in. And the same with the thoughts. Noticing the nature of your thoughts. They might be the same thought, just circling over and over again. Your thoughts might be coming in quickly and erratically, or they might be jumping from thought to thought, or the thought might be sluggish, the thoughts. More than one, obviously. Lots of thoughts throughout our time, our day, our moments. Maybe your thoughts are slow. Maybe there's just the tendency to be focused on one particular thought. And just noticing that as well. And then allowing this experience of this grounding practice just to dissolve. And just coming back to the breath. We're going to use our breath as an anchor this morning or this evening, depending on where you are and what time you're watching this. But that anchor of the breath, you might just now bring your awareness to it. If you practice meditation with a mantra, this is a great time to introduce your mantra for the practice. And alternatively, you can listen to my voice and my cues and invitations. And really that anchor is a place to come back to. So our thoughts will continue. Our mind will wander to those thoughts. That's very natural and normal. And in this practice of effortless meditation, when you notice that your mind has wandered to thoughts, you can just gently guide your awareness back to your anchor and rest there. And this will happen over and over again. Your mind will wander to thoughts. And only when you realize, you just gently, lovingly, lazily return your awareness back to your breath, back to your anchor. And allow your mind just to settle there. And knowing this process, this natural process of returning to thoughts, realizing, bringing your awareness back to your anchor and resting there. This will happen over and over again. And we're not fighting it. We're not resisting it. We're just lazily, effortlessly bringing our awareness back to our anchor. And perhaps noticing now, with a gentle body scan, sensations at the crown of your head. Just noticing your whole face, including your forehead and your scalp, the back of your head. Just allowing it to soften. All the way down the face, the cheeks, the lips, just gently parting. Your throat and even your jaw just softening. Feeling this spaciousness and a sense of softening coming down now towards your shoulders. And allowing this sense of softening and ease just to spread down past your shoulders, your arms, and all the way down to your fingertips. And in a similar way, noticing now your chest might feel like it's softening and becoming heavy. The top of your back, where the head and the neck come down through the spine, and you might just let the breath go, just exhaling the breath if you're holding on to any tension. And just let your whole back relax and soften. The whole front part of your body in the same way, just taking up more space. Down to your torso, even your internal organs, just checking in there and just letting all of those spaces become available. It's like a gentle unraveling. And a heaviness, a support. And for me here, I know I'm supported on this beautiful land that I live, this Wiradjuri country. And for you, it might be a chance just to check in and let yourself surrender to your earth, your space. I feel like I'm held by the Wiradjuri people, just in a sense, a secure sense, a knowing and a trusting that I can just let myself relax and go. And that might resonate with you on the country where you are today, just noticing the traditional owners, noticing your experience, and let the body be heavy all the way down to the hips, the pelvis, your seat resting on the earth. And the tops of your legs, your knees, just let them soften now. There's nothing for your body to be held or to hold. So just fully letting go, whatever that means to you, whatever feels comfortable and safe. Down to your lower legs and your feet. And this connection of your feet with the earth. Your lower limbs becoming really heavy. And trusting that they are held. All the way down to the toes at the bottom of the feet. And your whole body now, just trusting that it's supported. And if it feels relevant to you, you can just invite that little extra bit of releasing and relaxing anywhere in your body where it feels right, where it feels needed in this moment. And just for a couple of minutes, we're going to rest in this space. Rest in this releasing and surrendering. And I'll be quiet now and I'll watch the time for 2 minutes. And starting to deepen the breath now. Noticing your body in the space that you're in and the space that you take up. Just gently coming out of our meditation very steadily, kind of the same way that we came into it. So you might like to just bring some gentle movement to your fingers and your toes. It's a very gentle transition, very important just to take all the time that you need. Maybe a gentle stretch of the hands and the arms out from away from the body, above the head, wherever you are. Maybe a yawn, and then, of course, the head and the neck just very gently. Moving the body in any way that feels right for you, and a gentle stretch. As we come to the end of the practice, you might just find that your eyes want to stay closed. They might want to gently open. I always like to finish just bringing my hands to either the floor to ground myself or a part of my body, maybe my heart, my chest. Just notice whatever there is to notice. It's a chance for me also to remember what a gift this is to meditate and to share my meditation with you, and to thank you for coming on board today, whatever it looked like, your own version. And I'll no doubt see you real soon. Thank you.